What's up, my bestie? My bestie, one and only her in oh. How is it? The rest of the guys, how are you? How are you doing? The rest of the guys, how are you? Akil,
Hi,
Bonghani,
best friend.
yes, how are you doing?
Good in yourself?
Oh, I miss you so much. I miss you so much. I wish next week we'll see each other, nah? Just to pray. Okay. Akil, Bonghani, Mr. Chena Rouge. Elen, Carl, Marcelo, Shane. I'm good, Shana. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. All right. I'm good. I'm so good. All right. All right. Right. All right. Chana, you and I, we've got a lot to talk about. And Akil as well. We've got a lot to talk about, Israel. We've got a lot to talk about now. So when we meet, we will talk. Yeah, there are some things which I want to understand. You help me, guys. You help me understand. I know you love this. You help me to understand these things. What's happening there in Lebanon, there, and what there, and all these kind of funny things. Yeah, you help me understand. A lot of things happening. Cool. Okay. All right. Um. Today, I think I've seen the topic. Oh, you know nothing about Lebanon? No, there are rebels there in Lebanon. What's the group? Is this what's this? What's this group which is fighting from Lebanon? Which was last week shelling Israel. I don't know what's the name of this group. I don't know what's the name of that group. So I was like, what the hell is happening in the Middle East? What the hell is happening in the Middle East? In Iraq, there's fire. All those kind of funny things. Afghanistan, oh my goodness, it's on fire again. Yeah, so we need to understand what's yes, ball exactly. Yeah. So want to understand what's happening there. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Who is the guy who is going to bring peace to Israel? I thought Trump was going to bring peace to Israel. I thought Trump was going to bring peace, but it was something else again. All those kind of things. So I love politics sometimes. In the Middle East, I love it. Okay. Chuck Norris. Okay. All right, guys. So today we are looking at what? Today we are looking at uh no, I was just making a comment. Sorry, Ian. Sorry, my bestie. Sorry. I was just trying to switch from another lecture to this one. So I was just trying to find something, to clear the previous lecture. Okay, all right. The topic is what's the topic now? I'm forgetting the topic. It's what? The topic. Multi-dimensional arrays. Multi-dimensional arrays. Multi-dimensional arrays. Yes. Multi-dimensional arrays. Then from multi-dimensional arrays, I'll also introduce lists as well. I'll introduce lists. Next time when we meet, I will introduce lists as in generic lists, generics. So I'll introduce the generics. Uh, okay, I haven't seen the assignment. I haven't seen the assignment. I haven't seen it. Maybe you can share towards the end of the lecture. You can just share so that at least I'll also see it for the first time, and we can clarify the issues as well. Okay. So maybe I'll give you time to share. I'm not sure now. I'm not sure now. You will share, then I will see. What is it? Or you can just share quickly so that I will see. Just share quickly. Share quickly so that I see. Right. Welcome, guys, as well. I'm seeing Rutendo is joining. Who else is just joining? Rahu is also joining as well. You're welcome. Let me make you a presenter. Shana, I'll make you a presenter so that you share the what? You share the you share the you share the assignment, or make a moderator, okay? Or make you a moderator. All right. Yes, you can now share. Yes, 100%. Okay, good. All right, just scroll down. That's the one. Yes, that's the one for last year. The Dewey Decimal System. That's the one exactly. That's the one. That's the one. So we spoke about it already. I think so. Yes, we spoke about it already. We spoke about this already. In case you missed the briefing, I think I have to reshare the the topic number one. Our first meeting, I have to reshare. In case you missed the assignment briefing, I have to reshare this. I think I'll share it on Teams because visuals, VC if you share a lecture, it takes like 20 minutes to attach this. So I have to reshare it again. I have to reshare again. Was that your question only, Ruth? Uh, with the user interface, what exactly about it? No console. Um, it has to be, but we can't say MVC as such as well because is it a web application or it's just a C sharp application? Do they require you to do a web application? Doesn't specify. Yeah, I think just a basic. Last year they just did a basic C sharp application. They just did an application. Yeah, just did an application. So the choice is yours. The choice is yours. But I don't think there's. If you want to make it a web application, it's fine. Then you have to share the what? You have to share the you have to share the what? You have to share it via what? Via the web, but it doesn't specify. Yes, it doesn't specify that it's a web application. So like task one, task two, task, I think it's just a C sharp application. So you can choose either to do a Windows based, but not console. Not console, not console, Chennai, not console. At least maybe, you can have a Windows Form application, WPF maybe, uh, WPF, and maybe what's the latest one in Windows? What's the latest one in Windows? Is it UWP, UW or UPW, UWP, the latest Windows application? So you choose amongst those, not console, not at this level, not console. No, 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 not at all. Okay, so yeah, either Windows Form, WPF, or Universal Windows Presentation, UWP. Yes.
Sir,
Okay.
can you hear me, sir?
100%.
Okay, I wanted to ask a question about the assignments. It says we must use a list. Can we use sorted lists? Because it says use a
No,
list and then use it, and then
yeah,
it says use an algorithm to sort. Can we just use a sorted list? or do we have to use?
Now, if you use a sorted list, is there is there is there a chance of showing the or implementing the algorithm, or the sorted list will do everything for you? I'm not sure now.
So if I use the sorted list, I can sort the numbers by the key, for instance, and then I was going to just try and find another way to sort the letters as well. But it's just like it's less if you use the sorted list
It's much
because
easier
then you
now.
don't. Yeah.
Mm. I think there's no problem with that. I have no problem with that actually, as long as you use
Okay.
your what? Yes, as long as you use your that generic, that is the sorted list, and we'll be able to
Yes.
sort the what? You'll be able to sort the core numbers. I think there's no problem with that.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, cool. So it's much easier. It's the same thing as for just last year. So and we talked about it in our first lecture as well. In case you missed, please let me know. Um, so that at least I will share the what? I will share the I will share the our presentation, our first presentation when we spoke about this assignment. I will share that presentation. Okay, so today we are looking at multi-dimensional arrays. Mm, Of course, I'm not taking you back to the fundamentals, like what is a multi-dimensional array that you know already from your first year, second year, third year. We are now third years. Third years, we just have to apply. We just have to apply. We just have to apply. Of course, I'll show you one thing which you haven't done. I'll show you the jagged array, jagged array, jagged, J J A double GED, jagged array. So only that, maybe I'll just demonstrate that the first part, then you finish the rest. So okay. So arrays, you are familiar with arrays. You are familiar with arrays as in yeah, jagged array. Exactly that one, Rahul. So there we go. Arrays, we know already. 1D arrays. 1D arrays is either it's a row or it's a what? It's a column. 1D arrays, Then 2D arrays, 2D arrays, 2D arrays, 2D arrays. You know already. You know this already. 2D arrays, you know already. Oh, I wanted to show something, okay? You know already 2D arrays. I wanted to show the indices. You know already the 2D what? The 2D arrays. Oh my goodness. There we go. There we go. You know already the 2D arrays. So we are starting from here today. Then you know the what? You know the index positions, the array indices, position number 0 for the what? This is the what? This is the column, and position number 0 for the row, position number 1 for the column, number 1 for the row, number 2. So this one is a 3 by 3, nah? It's a 3 by 3 array. It's a 3 by 3. Then we put our contents, it's obvious. 10, 10, 15, 30, 28, 5, 21, 14. These are just arbitrary numbers. These are just arbitrary numbers. Then we reference like 15 through the address. That 15 is what? 15 is what? It's in position number 01, right? It's position number 01. So we reference through this what? Through this square brackets. Through these square brackets. So we start from there. So 15 is position number 0 what? 0, 1. So these are the coordinates where you find the what, an element. Okay. Right or right or right. So this is a what? This is a this is a what? This is a, a multi-D, 2D array. Then we're going to do a 3D together. We'll start a 3D together. We'll start a jagged array together. A jagged array. Jagged, that spelling which was, I think we've seen from Raul. Jagged array. Okay, what is a jagged array? Jagged array is a what? It's an array. A jagged array, it's an array. It's an array of arrays. It's an array of what? It's an array of arrays. A jagged array is an array of arrays. It's an array of arrays. It's an array of arrays. Okay. For example, we want to show that we want to show that we have got a what? We have got employees. Employees, three employees, three employees, three employees, three employees. We've got James. We've got James. James. We've got another employee. Yeah, we can say that. A list of lists, we can say that. It's an array of arrays. We can say that. James, we've got Mark. Mark. And we've got um we've got Vusi. Three employees. Then we want to look at their qualifications. So already these names are arrays already. These names are arrays already. That's the first array of the names. That's the first array. Then within James, then we want to look at the qualifications with the employees. So James, maybe say James holds a what? A doctorate. James holds a doctorate, is a doctor, DR. He also holds a master's, an MSc. He also holds a BSc. It's an employee. These are employees, Then we've got Mark. Mark only holds a bachelor's degree, a BSc. Then Vusi. Vusi has got only a master's, MSc, a master's and a what? A master's and a bachelor's. So where is the jaggedness coming from? Jagged array, a jagged array. You see, we don't have, you see, last time we looked at 3 by 3, 2 by 2, what? But this one, we don't have a particular format. You see, James have got 3 qualifications, back 1, this one, 2 qualifications. So there's no like particular format for this array. We can't say this was is a 2 by what, or it's a disorderly array. Yes. Yes. So there we go. So we call this a jagged what? A jagged array. It's an array of arrays. It's an array of arrays. So what we want to do is we want to have the code. We want to provide code for this application. We want to provide code for this application whereby we're going to have an array, and within that array of strings, then we have another array of what? Of qualifications. So it's an array of what? It's an array of arrays. But now to make matters worse, we don't have a particular order to say it's a 2 by 2, 3 by 3. No, it's going to be different. So that's where the jaggedness is going to come from. Right, there we go. Okay, I'll share my Visual Studio. Share application. Confirm a visual. Can somebody confirm a
We
visual?
can see it, sir.
Thank you so much. All right, so there we go. Just a recap, a reminder about arrays. There are three main processes. There are three main procedures which you need to understand when dealing with arrays. Not only arrays, even all the lists, all the generics. Yes, there are three main steps which you need to understand. Number one is the declaration. Number two, the initialization. Number three, is the what? Instantiation. Do you understand those three processes? They are very, very important. Like in this case, let's start with the first what? The first list of the what? Of the employees, or the first array of the employees. So string, then the array symbol. That's the declaration, right? Declaration array symbol, string employees, or string employee. That's the declaration, is equal to new what? Is equal to new string. Is equal to new string. What is this? That's now instantiation. Instantiation. Then, of course, arrays, we need to specify the size of the array. Specify the size of the array. This one is only three employees. Three employees. Then the initialization, employee one, which is on position number 0. Employee one is equal to, we said the first employee is what? It's Mark. Mark or James, I'm not sure now. Okay, it's Mark. Then second employee, control D, control D. Second employee, we said it's John. Then third employee, we said it's Vusi, third employee. These are the three employees. Positions, position number 1, position number 2, and position number 3. In position number 3, 3 positions. So that's our first array. Is of what? This is the first array of the employees. Then now we want to capture their qualifications. We want to capture their qualifications in another array. So another array is a what? Is going to create the array structure. The array structure of a what? Of three elements under Mark, one element under John, and 2 elements under Vusi. So it's of type string again. String is going to be in what? In this format, a 2 by 2. It's going to be this format, a 2 by 2 format. This is the jagged array. It's a jagged array. Double G. Jagged array is equal to new string. Then the size of this one now, we only put 3 in this. Y is going to be an array which is going to have 3 what? 3 compartments. So there you put nothing. You put nothing there. Why? Because we are just declaring the what? We're just declaring the other array that is going to be of size size 3. That inner array. So there we go. Jagged position number 0 or number 1 is equal to new string. This is going to contain 3 elements. Then position number 1, control D. Position number 1 is going to contain 1 element. So this is the structure now of the array. Then position number 2 is going to contain what? Is going to contain 2 elements. That's the structure of our jagged array. Is going to be Mark 3 elements, John one element, and VUSI, two elements. VUSI, two elements. Then number 3, we're going to initialize. We're going to initialize or populate the array. Populate the array quickly. Let's just do that quickly. Those positions 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, then 1, 0, then the other one is 2, 0, 2, 1. So let's just populate the array quickly. Okay, the array quickly. All right. The first position is going to be 0, 0, 0, which is equal to the first qualification is going to be a what? A doctorate. Doctorate. That's for what? That's for Mark. That's position number 0. Then control D, control D. Position number 0, 1. 0, 1. Which means it's what? Column what? Column column 0, row 0, column 1, so column 0, row 1, column 0, row 2, something like that. Okay. 0, 1, then position number 0, 2. So this was doctorate. This is now masters, and number 3 it's a bachelor's. It's a bachelor's degree. Bachelor's degree. So there we go. So those are the first what qualifications for Mark. Then we do for John. John is only one qualification. John is only one qualification. John only contains a bachelor's degree. So it's now on position 1, 1, 0. Position 1, 0. Then we have VUSI. VUSI, two qualifications. Two qualifications, control D, control D. Two qualifications for VUSI. It's a master's and a bachelor's degree. The master's and the bachelor's degree, two qualifications. All right. And it's what? It's 2, 0. It's 2, 2, 1. There we go. So you need to understand if you're dealing with the multi-dimensional arrays, you need to understand the indices or the index positions. Is very, very important that you understand or you follow the index positions, or else you get lost. You get lost. As it go deep, you get lost. Okay. So all right. Can you do this thing for me? Can you print out the output for this Mark? You put the qualification, John qualifications, and VUSI qualifications. I want to see if you still remember. Can you just do this quickly? Can you just do this quickly in your Visual Studio, or if you can't have it in your Visual Studio, you can have it on what? On the what? You can share your screen. You can have it on what? You can have it on you can have it on the whiteboard. Just type the how to get the output. How those for loops, right? Those for loops. How do you get the output for this kind of array? So just do that quickly. If you can have it on your Visual Studio, or even using online tools. One of the students once did that using an online editor, managed to do this to print out the output. Can you do that quickly? I'm just giving you 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes. Can you just do that in 10 minutes? Then yes. Then line 16, index array out of range, line 16. Okay, there we go. It's 2. Thank you so much. It's 2. It's not 3. There we go. 0, 1, 2. All right. Let's do that quickly. 10 minutes. Then when you come back, you just share. You just share with us now. Just share with us You just share with us when you come back. Just share with us. So 10 minutes. Let's just work on that individually. Then you bring it. Then you just share your screen, or you can share your whiteboard or whatever where you did it, or even if you're using a paper, you can just share that. Then we'll pick it up from there. We'll pick it up from there. 10 minutes. It's 10:39, which means by 10:49 we must be done. 10:49 we must be done. Okay, I can see Chanaya saying you're done. You can share your screen. You just share your screen quickly. Anyone wants to share, please just let me know. I'll make you a presenter as well. What if you put your line, Jack, then you put your line there, just below Jack, you put your line qualifications below. But I think it's one of the same thing because you just demarcated the you just, but it now looks like that Jack and PhD is one of the same thing. If you could have Jack, then there's a line, then PhD, MSc, BSc, then Daniels, another line, something like that. Something like that. But it's good as well. It's good as well. It's good as well. It's good as well. Oh, okay. Well, then you separate. Okay. Okay, it's fine. It's good. It's cool. All right. It's fine. It's cool. Then employees, then right line. Okay. Or you can put that line inside now. You can put that line inside the console dot right line. Those dotted lines, you can put them inside this inside the first console dot right line, inside the first console dot right line employees, then there put the dotted lines inside there like that. Yeah. Okay. All right. There you go. There you go. There you go. Then maybe you can then you can maybe you can remove those other ones, but I think it's still, yeah, it's still good. Okay. Okay. All right. Something like that. Something like that. Okay. Something like that. Okay. Anyone else wants to show us their own version? Okay. Bongani for int I is equal to 0, I less than blah blah blah. Employees dot length. Um, okay, then you are joining with the what? With the jagged array, blah blah blah. Hey, I'm interested in seeing the output of this one, Bongani. I would have loved to see the output for this. I would have loved to see the output for this. I haven't worked it in such a manner. Okay, or you have Jack, something like that. Okay, all right. Oh, okay, there are so many versions. Okay, that's good. That's good. So many versions. Another variation. That's so good, Bongani. Another variation. Another variation. So, all right. So I think guys, you have seen the what? I think you have seen the I think you've seen the way of printing out the output. That's another one from Bongani. Then Chena, you can also share again so that at least they take a pic. You can also share that so that they take a pic, they take a photo, then they will do that later on. You can take a pic. You can reshare again so that they take a photo. Just share again so they take a photo shoot. Then they work it out at their own time. They'll print out the results at their own time. What's that? That's a jagged array. That's a jagged array. Okay. So today we looked at arrays, 1D arrays, 2D arrays, and jagged arrays. Okay, so what you're going to do now is all right. Okay, yeah, even myself, I said, wow, this one the algorithm is what the algorithm is it's the algorithm is cool. The algorithm is cool. Okay. So what I want you to do, yes, big O of N, the algorithm is very, 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 very short. Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to do this task for today. I want you to do this task for today. I want you to I want you to this is group what? Group one, yes, group one. More resources. Group one, more resources. More resources. IS activities. IS task one, IS task two, IS task three. I want you to do this task. I want you to do this task. I want you to create an application. This IS task three on it's on multi-dimensional arrays. Multi D multi-dimensionalist, multi-dimensional spelling. Okay, dimensional arrays, multi-dimensional arrays using um, using 2D arrays, using two-dimensional arrays. Grammar, what's that? Supposed to be a comma there. Create a multiplication table. Multiplication table to be used by Crawford primary kids. You know a multiplication table to be used by primary kids. Multiplication table. Okay, this is just 20 marks. Let me just show you multiplication table using 2D, two-dimensional arrays, using two-dimensional arrays, because our assessment, our what we call this, our continuous assessment just requires us that we use a 2D, we use a jagged array in applications, we use them. So just creating a multiplication table, which is going to be used by what? By those kids. Am I sharing this? I forgot to share this, okay? Now it's my turn to share. Share screen. There we go. So using what? There you go. Using 2D arrays, create a multiplication table to be used by Crawford primary kids. 20 marks. A good example of this multiplication table. I think we guys, we all passed primary, right? We passed through primary and we passed maths. And multiplication table, we used to use this www www.google www.google show us a multiplication table. Google, show us a multiplication table. Multiplication table. Show us a multiplication table. Gulu. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Using a two-dimensional array. You can only use a two-dimensional array to get this. Then in terms of algorithm, it's up to you. In terms of algorithm, it's up to you. So it's covered that some will have 20 lines of code, some will only have 4 lines of code for this. So algorithm is up to you. But you want to have a multiplication table using what? Using a two-dimensional array, using a two-dimensional, then which means we'll be out of what? We'll be out of arrays. Be out of arrays. Then next time we meet, I think I'll just talk about lists. I'll just talk about them since they're going to form the bulk of the work which you're going to be doing. We'll be dealing with what? Generic lists, generic lists, generic lists, generic lists. We'll be dealing with lists until the end of this semester. We'll be dealing with those generics, those lists. Okay, so far so good. Are there any questions? Are there any questions?
Not from my side.
Oh, cool, coolest. Are there any questions? Yeah, that's ice task number 3. Otherwise, there being no other business, the remainder of the hour, the remainder of the time for our session, just work on that task. Then you attach it on this link on VC Lane. Otherwise, you have a great one. We'll see each other. I'm not sure this week or next week, but I know we'll see each other.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Yes. Thank you. You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome.